Innocent TL proven guilty are some of the statements are used by the judiciary court right there. One of the statements I recall about R.Kelly entertaining our R.Kelly songs was Mr. Kells in the building. But this time around, Mr. Kells in court. Now, I got for you an extraction of the 13 counts and their descriptions. What do they mean? And here we are answering a question: is he innocent or guilty? That question comes forward to you to interact with me in the commentary section. This right here is Black Social TV. Click subscribe. I go by the name Dennis the Business. To start right now, we can see that the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, that is United States of America versus Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, then Darrell Mark David and Milton Brown, also known as June Brown. Now, when we say that United States of America versus R. Kelly, it means that that is the state versing R. Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, it is R. Kelly versus the United States of America. This is what this case or the 13 counts mean to Mr. Kells and mean to the US. If you thought it was a joke, R. Kelly is in court with the superpower United States of America. Now, we can see count one. Let's go to count one real quick. We are talking the 13 counts here that are obviously filed against R. Kelly. Count one, the Special May 2019 grand jury charges in or around 1998 or 1999 at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division. Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, defended herein, did knowingly employ, use, persuade, induce, entice, and coerce a minor, namely minor one, to engage in explicit conduct for the purpose of producing a visual depiction of such conduct, namely video one, and defendant knew or had the reason to know that such visual depiction would be transported in interstate or foreign commerce or mailed, or such visual depiction was actually transported in interstate or foreign commerce or mailed in a violation of Title 18 United States Code, that is Section 2251, that is Section A. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to count two. Count two, this is the Special May 2019 grand jury further charges between approximately September 26th, 1998 and September 25th, 1999 at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois, that is Eastern Division. Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, defendant herein, did knowingly employ, use, persuade, induce, entice, and coerce a minor, namely minor one, to engage in explicit conduct for the purpose of producing a visual depiction of such conduct, namely video 2, and defendant knew or had no reason or had the reason to know that such visual depiction will be transported in interstate or foreign commerce or mailed, or such visual depiction was actually transported in interstate or foreign commerce or mailed in the violation of Title 18 United States Code, Section 225, that is Part A. Let's go to count three, ladies and gentlemen. These are 13 counts R. Kelly is facing and versing all the United States of America. That is the state versus R. Kelly. Count three, the Special May 2019 grand jury further judges between approximately September 26, 1998 and September 25th, 1999 at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division. R. Kelly, defendant herein, did knowingly employ, persuade, induce, entice, and coerce, namely minor one, engage in a explicit conduct for the purpose of producing visual depiction. Wow. Count 4 still reads the same. Depiction of such conduct, namely video 4. Now we are doing here 4 videos. 4 videos. And defendant knew and had no reason or had a reason to know that such visual depiction will be transported in interstate. Okay, count 5 here makes it change a little bit. Count 5 is a little bit different, and R. Kelly has denied this one, obviously, and Steve the attorney to R.Kelly has denied this one. That is count 5, the special May 2019 grand jury further charges. 1. At times material to the indictment. Part 8, defendant R.Kelly, also known as Robert Sylvester Kelly, was a resident of Chicago, Illinois, and was a Grammy Award winning recording artist and record producer. Kelly was the president and manager of the several businesses, each located in Chicago, in the Northern District of Illinois, that he maintained in furtherance of his music career, including, but not limited to, Best Production Limited and RSK Enterprises LLC, the Kelly businesses. Part B, from in and around June 1991 until in or around January 2014, Kelly and one or more of the Kelly businesses employed defendant Darrell Mark David as a business manager. Mark David was a principal at Winkler and Mark David Limited, located in Oak Park, Illinois. As a manager for Kelly, Mark David was involved in providing services to Kelly, which services were part intended to protect Kelly's image, reputation, and assets in the face of actual and potential criminal and also civil actions involving individuals who were victims of the sexual misconduct by Kelly. Now, Part C, we can see that from at least approximately 1997 to at least approximately June, we see that Mr. Kelzier committed this. Now, Part D, we can see that Minor 1 met Kelly in and around 1996 or 97, when Minor 1 was approximately 12 or 13. Part E, Minor 2 met Kelly in and around 1997, when Minor 2 was approximately 17 years old. Part F, we can see Minor 3 met Kelly in or around 1996, when Minor 3 was approximately 15 years old. Part G, Minor 4 met Kelly in or around 1999, when Minor 4 was approximately 16 years old. Wow. We can see that Part H, Minor 5 met R.Kelly in 1997 or 1998, when Minor 5 was approximately 13 or 14 years of age. Part I, Kelly was born in 1967, so you can do the math. He's 52, but here, back then he had met in 1997 or 1998, he had met a 13-year-old or 14 years old. Going forward here, we can see Kelly in Part J got engaged in contact and acts as those are defined in Title 18, that is the United States Code Section 2246, with Minor 1, Minor 2, Minor 3, Minor 4, and Minor 5, under or when they were each under the age of 18. So we're seeing 5 girls here that R. Kelly had met in that is 1998, 1997, and they were all under the age of 18. Part K reads that between in and around 1998 or around 2002, Kelly recorded himself on a video engaging in contact and acts with minors, including Minor 1, Minor 2, Minor 4, and Minor 5. This time around, there was no Minor 3. Then Part L reads that Video 1, Video 2, Video 3, and Video 4 depict Kelly engaged in contact and acts with Minor 1 when Minor 1 was under the age of 18. We are going straight to Part 3. That is count 3 here. Okay, not actually Part 3. We're going to Part M here, where we can see that R. Kelly obviously goes on to misuse his career. In approximately April 2000, the Illinois Department of Children and Family Affairs began to investigate whether Kelly was abusing Minor 1. Then Part N, on and about June 5th, 2002, a grand jury of Circuit Court of Cook County, Illinois, returned an indictment charging Kelly in a case of People of the State of Illinois versus Robert Kelly, that is under 02 CR 14952 Cook County case, with 21 counts of child pornography relating to Video 1 and Minor 1. The case was tried to a jury beginning on May 20th, 2008, and on June 13th, 2008, Kelly was acquitted of all those charges. number 2. Beginning in approximately 2000 and continuing to the date of return of this indictment at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois and elsewhere, Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R.Kelly, and the real Mark David, also the defendants herein, did knowingly conspire with each other, individual A and others known and unknown to the grand jurors, to commit an offense against the United States, namely to knowingly alter, destroy, mutilate, conceal, cover up, falsify, and make a false entry in any record, document, and tangible object with the intent to impede, obstruct, and influence the investigation and proper administration of any matter with the jurisdiction of any department or agency of the United States of America in relation to and contemplation of such matter or case in violation of Title 18 of the United States Code, that is Section 1519. We are talking R. Kelly 13 counts, ladies and gentlemen. Are you about to interact? Now, part 3, it was about the conspiracy that Kelly, Mark David, and others knew of Kelly's contact and acts with minors, and knew that Kelly recorded himself engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with the minors on videotape. Part 4, it was further part of the conspiracy that in approximately 2001, Kelly and Mark David learned that multiple videos depicting Kelly engaged in contact and acts with minors were missing from Kelly's collection of such videos. Part 5, it was further part of the conspiracy that in order to conceal and cover up the coexistence of videos from investigators, Kelly, Mark David, and others agreed to collect the missing videos that depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minors. Part 6, it was further part of the conspiracy that Kelly and Mark David plus others agreed to pay money and caused money to be paid on Kelly's behalf to the victims, witnesses, and others to ensure that they would not cooperate with the law enforcement and will conceal and cover up evidence, including videos relating to Kelly's contact and acts with minors, such as the following. Part A, between approximately 2001 and 2009, Kelly, Mark David, that is individual A, and others caused individual B to be paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for obtaining and returning multiple videos that they depicted Kelly engaged in contact and acts with a minor. Ladies and gentlemen, we go straight to part B. In approximately 2007, Kelly and Mark David agreed to pay minor to approximately $250,000 to return a videotape that they knew depicted Kelly engaged in contact and acts with minor 1 and minor 2. Then 2007, Kelly and Mark David paid minor 2 and individual C each approximately $100,000 in exchange for their efforts to return Kelly videotapes that they knew depicted Kelly engaged in contact and with minor 1 and minor 2. Part D, as a condition of being paid money for returning videotapes and depicted Kelly engaged in these acts, Kelly and Mark David directed minor 2 and individual B and C to take polygraph examination regarding whether they had returned all copies of such video tapes. Let's go straight to number 7. Number 7 says that it was further part of the conspiracy that Kelly and Mark David and others agreed to intimidate, threaten, pressure, persuade, and attempt to persuade other individuals, including but not limited to minor 1, minor 1's parents, minor 2, and minor 5 to falsify, make a false entry in a record, document, and tangible object related to Kelly's contact and acts with minors, such as the following. Part A, back in 2000, that is December, pursuant to instructions that minor 1 received Kelly from Kelly, minor 1 falsified and caused a false entry to be made in a police report when minor 1 denied to law enforcement officers that Kelly engaged in a relationship with minor 1. Wow, this list is actually endless, but I have to read it for you for the purposes of the viewers. In Approximately May 2002, Mark David instructed minor one's father to provide knowingly false testimony to the Cook County grand jury investigating Kelly's relationship with minor one. Then Mark David instructed minor one's father to deny that video one depicted minor one engaged in sexual acts with Kelly, when Mark David knew that the video one did depict minor one engaged in acts with Kelly. As instructed, minor one's father falsely denied to the grand jurors that video one depicted Kelly and minor one, thus creating a false record and a false entry in a record. May 2002, Kelly persuaded minor one to provide knowingly false testimony to the Cook County grand jury investigating Kelly's relationship with minor one. Why don't we go straight to the overt acts here, and they will go straight to number 11. In furtherance of the conspiracy and to accomplish the objects of the conspiracy, defendants committed one or more overt acts in the Northern District of Illinois, that is Eastern Division and elsewhere, which overt acts included but were not limited to the following. Part A, approximately March or April 2008-7, Mark David, on Kelly's behalf, received from minor 2 and in video C a videotape that Mark David and Kelly knew depicted Kelly engaged in these acts. Okay, let's go to count 6. The special May 2019 grand jury further charges paragraphs 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6, that is in Part E, and 8 in Part D of Count 5 are incorporated, then beginning in and around August 2001 and continuing to in and around April 2007 at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division elsewhere. We see that R.Kelly or Robert Sylvester Kelly, the real Mark David and Milton Brown, also known as June Brown, defendants here indeed knowingly conspire with R.Kelly. Then count 7 here, the special May 2019 grand jury further charges in or around 2001 or 2002 at Chicago in Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division elsewhere. R.Kelly, the real Mark David, defendants here indeed knowingly receive child pornography as defined in Title 18 of the United States Code, that is Section 2256, Part 8, that is Part A, namely Video 2, Video 3, that has been mailed. Okay, count 8, the special May 2019, we can see that R.Kelly, in around March of April 2007 at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois, R.Kelly and Mark David, the real defendants here, indeed knowingly received child pornography as defined in Title 18, that is United States Code, Section 2256. Count 9. Robert Sylvester Kelly, aka R.Kelly, defendant here, in using the mail or any facility, means of interstate and foreign commerce, did knowingly persuade, induce, entice, and coerce any individual, namely minor one, who had not attained the age of 18 years by then, to engage in sexual activity, for which any person can be charged with a criminal offense. Count 10. Between approximately late 1997 and June 10th, 1998 at Chicago, R.Kelly, defendant here, in using the mail or any facility, means of interstate, did knowingly persuade, induce, entice, and coerce minor 2 who are not attained the age of 18. Count 11. We can see that R.Kelly, also who is the defendant, used mail and did knowingly persuade, induce, and entice minor 3 who was under the age of 18. And then count 12, R.Kelly obviously enticed minor 4 who are not attained the age of 18 to engage in sexual acts. Then last but not least, we can see count 13, where Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R.Kelly, the defendant herein, did knowingly persuade and induce and enticed minor 5 who are not attained the age of 18. Then we can see that here the fourth faith allegation, we can see that Section 2256, Section 2242, and all the prevailing parts right there regard or bracket up all the counts of R.Kelly, that is facing right now. Now let's go to the fourth faith allegations here. What does court say? Number one, upon conviction of an offense in violation of Title 18, that is the USA Code, sections 2251, 2252A, then 4422. Indictment, defendant shall forfeit to the USA any matter which contains visual depictions described in title. I repeat, described in title. Now, this is what I was saying. Described in title. That R.Kelly, this time round, may not survive. Then 2, upon conviction of an offense in violation of Title 18, United States Court, Section 3, Part A, here reads that as set forth. Here we can see that R.Kelly and everyone was involved in this might not survive the case. Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we just go straight up with this, and we get to know that R.Kelly might not survive what they might call the depiction, the allegations, what you might say that he's guilty, or else one thing for sure remains that R.Kelly is still innocent till proven guilty. Now going forward here, the property to the fourth faith includes but is not limited to a personal money judgment of the amount of at least $1.554748 US million if any of the property described above as a result of any act or omission by the defendant cannot be located upon the exercise of due diligence, has been transferred or sold to or deposited with a third party, has been placed beyond the jurisdiction of the court, and as substantially diminished in value. Now we can see that this is a true bill, and it was signed by the United States Anthony right there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I was able to extract for you, and the question still remains: is R. Kelly innocent or guilty? One thing I know about the judicature is you are innocent till proven guilty. That's why we see sections 2252, sections 2222, and all the history and all the evidence. What they're trying to do, the prosecutors and all the state prosecutors are trying to bring evidence. One thing for sure is the girls, the witnesses have to appear in court and testify against R. Kelly. Otherwise, some charges might be dropped. This right here is Black Social TV. My name is Dennis the Business. Why don't you click subscribe? Thanks for watching. I'm out for now.